Fatigue is gonna knock on the door. You better answer it before it kick the door down, and it's gonna beat you down. But these ain't the answer, all right? Drink caffeinated products just to give me a boost, to get me to do what I gotta do, but it's not to fight fatigue. I get some pre-workout. I'm gonna go show y'all my workout. Pre-workout. Energy drinks, but not at the same time and not all the time. Sparingly. So what do I mean by that, by the caffeine thing, if I'm about to take caffeine anyways? Caffeine is not, okay, fighting fatigue is not about waking up, all right? Fighting fatigue is about getting rest. Rest is what's going to get you woke up, all right, later. You're not supposed to only think about right now. You got to think about longevity. I want to do this until I'm 70. I'm going to be lifting heavenly. You know, I'm not going to rap for y'all, but listen. Like the video, subscribe, listen. All right, so how am I fighting fatigue while I'm working out? It's called active rest, all right? Active rest days, meaning I'm still doing stuff, but I'm pulling back some. You might call it a deload, right? Or you can call it whatever you want. I call it switching things up, shifting things around, all right? Even the time that I'm going to the gym, I'm getting that out. No, I'm getting that. Let that shift go, right? So a lot of times I go in the gym at 2 o'clock in the morning. I got to work. I'm on day shift this week and next week, and then I'm going to be on nights on 2 weeks in a row. So it's very hard for me to do these two in the morning workouts during my night shift, but I'm on day shift, and I'm still not going to do it because I'm going to just go ahead and get it out the way so I can get more sleep. So when I wake up, I could go to work instead of coming to the gym and then going to work. You see what I'm saying? Get it out the way. So getting things out the way early can help. All right. Stress is a mug, man. Stress is a mug, yo. Like, you know, spousal stress, work stress, any kind of stress. You got kids to take care of. You got whatever. Sometimes you listening to a million things at the same time. You try to listen to your music, watch a movie, listen to the kids, and talking, you in a conversation, and sometimes you got to narrow it down to which one is the most important. So cut the music off, cut the TV off. Kendra say turn the TV off, right? So sometimes a lot of little things add up to stress free, all right, or stress less, all right. You'll never be stress-free in life. That's part of life. It's part of growing. Whatever though, it makes you stronger, all right? So so my workout, I'm planning on, the gym is kind of packed, so I don't really know. I usually don't go crazy heavy anyways when the gym is packed. And my calculation for my deadlift was like 3 something. I don't want to do 3 something. So I'm probably gonna do 5x5 or like 405 or I don't know. I don't exactly know. But then again, I might want to just get in and get out. So I might start my fatigue list, my less fatigue workout for deadlift on another day. I didn't know the gym was going to be this packed, but I think I'm going to get it out the way anyways. But I'm going to get my workout out the way anyway. So I don't know. I might still go heavy because if I want to do it, I don't know. If I'm going like heavy, it's going to take more time because I need more time in between sets. But if I'm just hitting like 500 pounds or late 4s, early 5s or whatever, I could do those without that much time in between sets, all right? So it's all a give and a take. So I'm gonna see what it does when I go in there. I know y'all seeing the workout right now. I'm actually still in the car right now as I'm speaking. And then I'm instead of doing a voiceover, so I'm gonna tell you how much weight I'm gonna put the scenes above this video that I'm posting right now. So I'm gonna edit it, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all, for those who don't already know, for those who already know, if it don't apply, let it fly. A lot of people don't understand how much weight is on the bar. I don't even know how much weight is on the bar, but I do want to tell y'all this. The bar is, for those who don't know, the bar is 45 pounds. And every time I put a 45-pound plate on each side, that's 90 more pounds. So if I got one plate on each side, when somebody says 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plates, they talk about how many is on each side. So 225 is 4 plates, but in the lifting world, we call that 2 plates. We count the ones that's on each side, on one side, right? So if I got 1 plate on each side, that's 135 pounds. If I got 2 plates on each side, that's 225, then 315, 405, and then I might start doing lower plates, 25s on, which makes, you know what I'm saying? It's simple math. Like I always tell people, it's math-based fitness. Everything is math, all right? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. How much weight is on the bar, how many reps you're doing, what's the plan. You got to have a game plan before you go in there. But I got like a million different plans on these workouts already because I've been doing this for a decade. So the time, your experience, that's math. Everything is math. Everything adds up to, just think about anything that you've been doing for years, your job, whatever. If you're good at something and you've been doing it for years, think about how good you were when you first started. You wasn't as good as you are now. That will accumulate. Math. It adds on, all right? And just like anything else, I'm trying to keep making sense because I'm kind of thinking at the same time, what should I do? I took my pre-workout. I'm not coming back at 2 o'clock in the morning. I do not want to go in a packed gym, but I'm going to go anyways. The thing is, when I do go in a packed gym, I respect others. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when I go in, I'm two different people, all right? If I go in the gym at 2 o'clock in the morning and there's only 2 or 3 people in the gym, I'm going to have a different respect for those people than it is when I have and it might not make sense, but hear me out. If there's a million people in the gym, this is their time. I'm a visitor. You know what I'm saying? I'm a member. I pay my membership. I got the right to be there. I got the right to work out. You know what I'm saying? I got the right to my personal space still, but I don't let things bother me as much as when there's grown men in the gym after hours, older than me. I'm 42. Dudes in their 40s, 50s, late 30s and all that. And they get mad because I won't talk to them. So they try to ruin my workout. They try to get me injured and things like that. That's two different things, all right? When there's no reason for us to be crowded, don't crowd me. Now, when it's crowded, I got to understand that it's a crowded, packed, public place, all right? A lot of people think that, okay, if you're in a public place, right? And I'm going to say this as a side note because it's a video that anybody that's been watching fitness content a lot, you probably saw this video. I'm going to explain it. And it's going around the internet. And it's like this little clip this lady had. She was at like a Planet Fitness or whatever. And she was on an elliptical. You could probably look it up, lady on an elliptical, Planet Fitness. You probably see the scene. I don't know. But what I'm saying is she was on an elliptical. And this guy went on an elliptical right next to her, which doesn't sound like a problem. And for a lot of people agreed that it wasn't a problem. But she saw a problem in it, and I also did see a problem with it. There was a million different ellipticals. I'm exaggerating, but it was like a absurd amount of ellipticals. I ain't never seen that many ellipticals lined up in rows like that. You know what I'm saying? At any gym I've ever been to, because I guess Planet Fitness is more of a cardio gym than a lifting gym like this is. So, free weights and barbells and you know what I'm saying? People need their elbow space and it's uncomfortable. So at the end of the day, this dude picked the elliptical that was right next to her. Everybody had so many excuses for the dude, that the dude was right, da-da-da-da. I'm like, bruh. And she pulled out her camera. She's clearly showing you that she don't want you next to her. She could have left. She could have moved. But he could have moved also. And why you pick that? Why, in the first place, in my point, why do you pick that elliptical next to her? Why does everybody got to be next to you? They want to be glued to you at the hip. And that's not even just in the gym. That's on the road. People that ride your butt. People at grocery stores, they want to, they just want to be next to you for no reason. Now, I get it. Some people are lonely and this and that. But don't nobody owe you that time. You know what I'm saying? But that's not even here nor there. I'm going to the packed gym. So if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I might just go heavy and get up out of here. I don't know. I'm not fatigued. I'm just saying I feel fatigue coming if I don't pay attention to it early. So there's what I call it, a peak, basically. So when you're working out, you always starting over. You're always starting over, no matter how good you are. All powerlifters, bodybuilders, whatever. We're always starting over all the time. We work up to a heavy over weeks, over times, over whatever, training blocks, whatever, and then we back down. Then we work back up, back down. But when we back down, we start at a higher weight than the first time. So comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy. I hope I'm still making sense. The anxiety, man. It's just, you can probably tell in my voice, the anxiety before I even go in the gym. It's crazy. All right, so yeah, man.